with 28 of his 31 wins coming inside the distance. While Ruiz also has an impressive record of 31 wins, 2 losses and 2 draws in his 35 fights. Let's rejoin Jim and Ian in Las Vegas.
Well, he's not even the most famous boxer in his own family, but he's one of the most dangerous men in the world. Rafael Marquez in the black trunks here, the 29-year-old from Mexico City, the brother of Juan Manuel Marquez, for my money the top featherweight of the moment, making a 3rd defense of his IBF Bantamweight title here against Heriberto Ruiz from Los Mochis in Mexico, who is 3 years younger. Marquez has won his last 10 fights over the last 4 years. He's knocked out Tim Austin, very highly rated fighter. 2 wins, 2 over Mark Too Sharp Johnson. He's really making a name for himself, and he can hit, and hit very hard with the right hand in particular.
Well, first time I've seen Ruiz, but looking at him, he has a wide legged stance, as though he likes to stand his ground. Maybe draw leads and counter with solid punches, but he's taking a chance if he's thinking about trading with his young man.
Ruiz with the reputation of being a tall, clever stylist, good jab, solid right hand, can box on the retreat when he has to, and has enough power to gain respect, though the puncher in here is definitely Marquez, who will be favourite to retain his title. One of 4 Mexican brothers who've been world champions, the Arredondos, the Morales, the Ruelas, and now the Marquez family. Black trunks, remember, the champion.
Well, first impressions, a couple of styles that could blend well into a good little fight here. As I say, Ruiz seems quite happy to stand his ground, just clipped there.
This bantamweight division rather needing a star as well. It has tended to lack a bit of charisma and projection in recent times, and promoter Bob Arum was saying it's hard to market these fighters in the 8 stone 6 pound division. Although Marquez's stock is definitely on the rise. Made to miss twice over by Ruiz, who will be looking to outbox Marquez if he can here. Calls himself El Coate. The twin brother is in the corner. Gold trunks, remember, the challenger, Heriberto Ruiz.
Well, Marquez is showing plenty of patience in the first round. He's landed the better punches in the opening round, but didn't have to work too hard to nick that one into the bank.
Quiet opening round, to be honest. Second round, and although Marquez in the black trunks has this reputation of a big puncher, it's worth remembering that in a 10-year pro career, Ruiz has never been stopped yet. He was a professional at only 17 years of age, a Mexican super flyweight champion, and he's recently had a surprise win over the, at the time, unbeaten Clarence Vinson, the Olympic bronze medalist from Sydney. So that was a turn up. It is possible that he could nick this if he does it right. Marquez hasn't really got going yet.
Yeah, he just seems to be taking his time, not in any hurry. I mean, I don't think he gets the full credit. He's not just a puncher, he has a tremendous knockout record. But he's got quick hands, and as you can see here, he's waiting for the opportunity before he pounces. He's not becoming annoyed or frustrated. I think the crowd are becoming a little bit frustrated. They want to see a little bit more action. But it shouldn't be too long before we get that.
Yeah, they're overdoing the reconnaissance stuff, possibly, these two, certainly as far as the crowd are concerned. Certainly nobody could accuse Rafael Marquez of being given a genteel introduction to boxing. His debut was against the former WBC champion, Victor Rabanales. And he got knocked out in 8 rounds. I mean, who thought up that idea?
Yeah, not too clever. He's actually been stopped a couple of times since that as well. So 3 times, you know what the fight game's like. Anyone stopped 3 times, you start worrying about them. But he's come through all that and he's developing into quite a good, solid champion.
Yeah, Marquez kind of made his name as a hit or be-hit slugger at the Inglewood Forum, where you have to fight, otherwise they don't invite you back. It's a venue in Los Angeles which is a bit legendary in the fight business.
And I think Marquez is going to have to take the initiative a little bit more, just posing too much. I mean, nothing really happened in this round yet.
And neither man really establishing himself in the contest.
I mean,
low work rate, isn't it?
Yeah, they're throwing jabs that they know are not landing. They're like punching each other's gloves with jabs, trying to moody each other into making mistakes. But someone, as I say, has got to take the initiative and get this fight started.
Good defense from Rafael Marquez, taking those jabs on the gloves.
Yeah, but Ruiz, I mean, he knew before he threw these they weren't landing. You have to step in with a jab if you want to find the target.
Big boos from around the arena. They don't like it. The crowd. Good right hand gets in from Marquez there. But that's not a great round, frankly. Round 3. Will we see either of these two slip into a more dangerous rhythm? IBF Bantamweight Championship held by Rafael Marquez. Doesn't look to be quite the full-blown technician that his brother Juan Manuel is at featherweight, not yet. Or if he is, he hasn't showed us it, Jim.
Yeah, well, Manuel's better at moodying, using the ring to get into punching range. I mean, this version, Marquez, he seems a little bit afraid to commit himself. I don't understand why. Ruiz is not known as a massive puncher. Stepping, and that's a little bit better, but follow through with some right hands and some hooks now.
Well, it's a game of single jabs this at the moment, isn't it? No combinations being thrown by either man.
I mean, Ruiz is cagey, so you have to throw 2, 3 and 4 punches. No use with the single shots, you're not going to get anywhere. And the crowd are becoming a little bit fed up again.
Oh, that's a low blow. Ruiz very low. Tony Weeks is going to give Marquez plenty of time to recover from that. No point deduction from Heriberto Ruiz. If he does it again, he'll get one knocked off. He hasn't landed much else apart from that so far, has he?
No, well, the one punch he's landed has had a fair effect, we'll say that about it. But I really hope this fight catches fire soon.
The notoriously restless Las Vegas crowd don't like it. They want undiluted excitement every time. It isn't always like that, of course. Sometimes it's just to do with the styles of the two fellas in there. That was better. Nice right hand. There's a bit more menace about that shot. Marquez starting to get to Ruiz a little here.
Yeah, he's been countered a couple of times in the process, and I think that's the reason he's a little bit tentative. He knows this fellow's counters are pretty sharp. But entertainment, let's give us some. Let's go on with it.
Very wide stance, doesn't he, Heriberto Ruiz?
Yeah, well, I noticed that right in the first.
Oh, that's a beauty! It's a right hand power! You wanted excitement, it's over, no count! One punch knockout from Rafael Marquez. That's what he's about. Nothing was happening, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, good night. Still the champion, Rafael Marquez, and that was a humdinger of a right hand. One of the knockouts of the year. Don't bother with the count. He wouldn't have got up if the referee had counted to 100.
Well, if you have to think of a way to make people forget the first couple of rounds, then that was certainly the perfect way to do it. That was a peachy, natural power. He didn't have to set himself for the shot. He committed himself a couple of times already in this round, but it was countered